New this morning, a woman was arrested after a construction zone crash earlier this morning. It happened just after midnight in the construction area along Main Avenue at 11th Street near downtown Fargo. Police say they had been trying to pull her over for quite some time before the driver crashed into the construction cones. Officers think the woman had hit other things before ending up in that construction zone because of the severe damage to the car's front bumper. Witnesses tell Valley News Live that the woman was taken away from the scene by paramedics, but police aren't sure of her injuries, if any. More information is expected to be released a little later this morning. Also new this morning, a 10-year-old North Dakota boy is dead after an off-road vehicle crash in the Northern Valley. The State Highway Patrol says the boy was driving a side-by-side four-wheeler yesterday near Mountain, North Dakota, when the vehicle tipped on the driver's side. Troopers say the child was thrown from that vehicle and died. They say that he was not wearing a seatbelt or a helmet. It is now 1 minute past the top of the hour. Let's get a check of that forecast on this Tuesday morning and waking up to some wet pavement this morning, Lisa.
That's right. We've had some showers moving through, continuing to see some rain in parts of the valley and just unsettled kind of gray conditions to begin your Tuesday morning. You could see the focus is more into northwest Minnesota for these showers. And then right along the Red River as well, we're seeing that rain too affecting us here to start off the day today. So if you're out in Devil's Lake, Jamestown, Ellendale, that's an area where we're not really expecting much in the form of rain at this point. Can't rule out a few sprinkles, but you can see the clearing line out to the west, and gradually you will see more and more opportunities at some sunshine first. The rest of us is going to take a little while longer. We're going to zoom in a little more on some of this rain. Detroit Lakes, it's a little more substantial overhead. We're looking at some moderate rainfall in yellow there in parts of Becker County, northwestern Otter Tail toward Pelican Rapids there. And then up to the north, we are seeing some rain showers as well, right in that extreme northwest corner of Beltrami County, eastern parts of Marshall County too, as this all kind of is moving northeast along this system that will gradually be trekking off to the east overall here. That's going to reduce your visibility somewhat this morning. We're down to 3 miles in Detroit Lakes and Elbow Lake. There's some fog, there's some mist, a little bit of rain going on, all contributing to a little lower visibility to start off. And temperatures, at least that are mild, we're in the 50s to some low 60s. It's 58 degrees in Fargo, 58 in Grand Forks, and we're looking at 61 in Thief River Falls, Roseau, the warm spot Park Rapids at 62. Here's a look at your hourly planner. You can see the raindrops on our camera here in Fargo on our Luther Family Ford Skycam, and expect to have some rain possible here this morning as we continue through the morning hours. Eventually, we will watch that rain shower activity wind down, and we'll start to see more and more sunshine as we head further into the day. Now, this is for Fargo. It's going to be a little more sunny earlier west, less sunny east. We're going to have details on that coming up in your hour-by-hour planner.
All right, like in the 70s. Thank you, Lisa. Contractors are gearing up for the next phase of road and water main improvement projects on 17th Street South in Fargo, and you should be ready too if you drive in that area. Crews will set up traffic control on 17th between 21st and 25th Avenues. Work will be divided into 3 sections to maintain some residential access as much as possible. Crews will start closing the south section of that roadway only today. Over the next few weeks, they'll work their way north toward 21st Avenue South. The project is scheduled to be done by October. And here's a heads up about some work that's set to begin in North Fargo today, starting at 8:30 this morning. Weather going along with our side, that is. 3rd Avenue North between University Drive and 10th Street North will be closed to through traffic. Crews are replacing a water main there and making other street improvements. The project is being done in phases, with work wrapping up in early November. 8 people were rescued after their boat sank in Big Candy Ojai Lake in Wilmer, Minnesota over the weekend. That's just southwest of St. Cloud. Authorities say the driver of a 1974 speedboat was trying to bring it up to speed on Sunday night when the portion of the motor and the boat fell into the lake. All 4 adults and 4 children were pulled to safety by others on a pontoon. No one was hurt. Authorities say the age of the boat and the excess weight of the passengers are believed to have contributed to that accident. One woman is hurt and her unborn baby is dead following an accidental shooting in Steele County, North Dakota. Officers were called to a rural home in Portland, North Dakota Sunday night for a report of a 22-year-old pregnant woman with a gunshot wound. She was life-flighted to a Fargo hospital where the baby died from the injuries. A Fargo nursing home says it had to retest several people after an equipment malfunction at the state laboratory. Eventide says it was notified that 4 of its positive tests were ruled inconclusive. 82 people who tested positive for COVID-19 are being retested due to the malfunction in Bismarck. While several counties were impacted, Cass County leads that group with 23 results that are being treated as inconclusive. That's according to the health department. Health officials say the results are mostly from long-term care facilities and mass testing events. 80% of the COVID-19 tests in the state are being processed in Bismarck. Meanwhile, North Dakota health officials are confirming 40 new cases of COVID-19 and 1 more death. Overall, the state has seen 54 deaths. 39 of those are from the virus. 7 are patients who died with the virus, and 8 death records are still pending. Of the 40 new coronavirus cases, 37 are in Cass County. 852 cases are considered active in the state. That's down 14 from the day before. 40 North Dakotans are currently in the hospital. The state of Minnesota is reporting another 12 deaths and 745 new positive COVID-19 cases. The death toll in the state now stands at 881. 5,618 cases are considered active in the state. 605 patients are currently in the hospital. That's a jump of 52 from the day before. 248 of those patients are in the ICU. The lines are back open today for student drivers in Minnesota ready to take their road exam. That service has been on hold since mid-March because of the outbreak. Priority will be given to those who had to cancel their tests while exam stations were closed. And when you go, you have to wear that face mask and get ready for a wellness screening. By this time, many wineries in the area would be getting ready to open their vineyards, but things are going to be a little slower moving for most. The Valley Today's Abby Ferschner is live this morning with the details on when we can see some of those wineries open up. And Abby, it's 5 o'clock in the morning here, so I suppose perfect time to open up that drink, huh?
I agree. No time like wine time is what I like to say. It's any day, any time of the day, you can definitely crack open that bottle of wine. But places like Dakota Vines Vineyard and Winery, they're not going to be opening this May, but people can expect them to have their slow and careful opening date be June 4th this year. When I spoke to the owners of the vineyard, they said that one thing that's going to change is their summer hours. They're going to be Thursday and Friday from 2 to 7 and Saturday and Sunday from 12 to 5. They are increasing their cleaning and will be using 6-cup flights for wine to decrease refilling of wine glasses. Tables are also going to be separated to encourage social distancing, and patio seating will be available. Also, the winery is encouraging people to download the Open Table app as they're going to be taking reservations to make sure that they can keep track of how many people are coming in and out of the winery, just to make sure that everyone is staying safe. But the other wineries in the area too are definitely making plans when it comes to opening. I know that a lot of them are saying this was a stressful time and a stressful situation. So a lot of them are excited to finally be opening here in June. The only winery that I talked to that is no longer going to be opening at all this summer is Maple River. So they're going to be closing their winery, but they are doing deliveries and that curbside pickup. But we'll talk about what other wineries are doing here in the area in just a few minutes.
And I know many of us are itching to go out and do something now that we can kind of get out of the house. So, yeah, people are going to be very excited for this. Abby Ferschner, excited to check in with you again a little later. Still to come here on the Valley Today, we sit down with an area veteran who shares with us how he honors those who have lost their lives while fighting for our country. But next, Lisa Green is in with how long we can expect those rain showers to stick around today.